And we are on.
We are live. Yep.
Hey, listen, soldier. Before we start, I just want to say, are you ready for duty, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 10 hot, 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 hot. Oh my gosh, we got seriously on today's episode. We've got like
It's times of war, man. It's crazy. It is literally times of war.
this is it, Divaldo. This is like we got to get ready for something because we got to. You know what they used to have in the old days? They used to have the bunkers, didn't they? They literally would have bunkers in the houses.
Yeah, in certain countries they do. Trust me, and they run to it all the time.
They still do, man. Anyway, listen, thank you for downloading another episode of the Flixters. We are doing episode 376.
It's just a couple of dicks. It's just a couple of dicks
Just
here,
a
man.
couple of dicks here talking
War
shit.
films.
Yeah, exactly. Chewing the fat. All right, listen, look, we've got a great show. Stick around because we're going to be speaking about War Machine. We're going to be speaking about The Bride. And also, we've got a great hidden gem for you. So stick around for the next kind of 45, 50 minutes. But before we get into the main show, Deval, please, let's do our shout outs, which this is incredible. We're getting like thousands and thousands of likes and hits and stuff that we're putting out here. So, man, drop it.
Yeah, we've got a handful of shout outs this week. First one goes out to, if I can even say the names properly, Dmitriev Mike. Dmitriev Mike. Yes, Dmitriev gave us a shout out on TikTok, and that was for Smile. Dmitriev is really looking forward to Smile 3. Dmitriev has seen Smile 1 and 2 and saying, yep, Smile 3, can't wait. Also, they can't wait for They Follow as well. So massive horror film fans. So Dmitriev, when it comes out, we'll be looking to you to see what you think about those films.
And we want
next
you
shout
to follow.
out. Exactly. Follow as well. Follow, like, and subscribe. All of that, which I think he did actually. Or they did. I don't know. Next shout out goes to Baror Ratif. I'm trying to get into the mode. Baror Ratliff, yes.
Okay.
And that shout out is for the Little House on the Prairie. So we put a little post out. Little House on the Prairie is a bit more popular than people think. People are looking forward to it on Netflix real soon. Maybe they're looking for some more traditional values back in society. Okay. I don't know, but yeah, Barrel's looking for that.
We'll watch it.
And then the next shout out goes to Dr. Haresh. Dr. Haresh gave us a little shout out on TikTok, and this is following our post about, you guessed it, that drug that makes you lose weight.
Oh, Ozempic.
Ozempic. And what did Dr. Haresh say? Dr. Haresh said, they put a little link in their thing saying, come and get your orders. So I think they actually supply Ozempic.
Oh my gosh.
We're not on that.
No, we're not on that.
And then last shout out goes to Sarah, who gave us a little love on TikTok and basically talking about what was that show that we watched a little while ago? His and Hers.
Yes.
And she watched it and said the twist was crazy with that gangster mum doing what they did. So yeah, those are this week's shout outs to everyone. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to come on the show as well, then give us a shout out. Also, a little shout out to Zakroff as well. Been chatting to Zakroff. You're going to see him very soon. Our hidden gem master will be back.
Exactly. Brilliant. I love it. All right, let's get into movie news now. Let's do some horror news. We haven't done horror news in a little bit, but here's something that's really interesting. We know, look, Jordan Peele, interesting filmmaker. He's done Us, he's done Them, he's done You, he's done Him and Her, he's done She and Him. No, I'm joking. I'm taking the piss. He's done lots of things. And not only that, Deval, did we ever speak about The Twilight Zone?
I don't know if we did. We might have a little bit, possibly.
And he did kind of the introduction, reintroduced that whole thing because Twilight Zone was a really brilliant show back in the day. But tell us about this, because this is a remake of a horror film, which is a classic as well.
Yeah, this is The People Under the Stairs. And just the title alone just tells you there's something deep about this. The People Under the Stairs, I believe it's a Stephen King story, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it was directed by, I want to say, was it Wes Craven? Maybe I've got it wrong. Was it Wes Craven who maybe did it, or was that the Hill Have Eyes. Can't even remember. But the fact is that there's people living under your
Yeah, it
stairs.
was Wes Craven. It was
Was it
Wes
was Craven?
Craven.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
directed it and wrote it.
Imagine, let's move into this house. It's great, looks lovely. You like, garden and everything. And what? People living under your stairs, but not the friendly kind.
Yeah, exactly. And this is from 1991, the original film that came out, and it's about all kinds of. Basically, the synopsis of the 1991 is when a fool breaks into the home of his family landlords, he discovers that they have mutilated several boys and kept them imprisoned under the stairs.
Gosh.
And basically, it just turns crazy from there. I can imagine the remake is going to be a bit different to that. It might be a bit more supernatural. I don't know. But the title alone, the people under the stairs. Yeah. What people under what stairs? What's going on? Why they're there? And if Jordan Peele's involved, you can tell there's going to be some sort of social commentary to do with it. Maybe we might be talking about class and stuff like that. I don't know. Look at what happened with what was it called again? His other film?
Us.
Yeah, Us. So this could be another interesting take from a modern classic.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we'll watch that when that comes out, and we'll look out for the trailer. Now let's speak about The Boys. We know The Boys is going to be coming out. I mean, this is the final season I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is pretty obvious that this was going to happen. They were going to do spin-offs and things, and we've got Gen V and everything. But tell us about this, Deval, because this is interesting. Now, is Soldier Boy a popular character enough to have a spin-off?
Oh, damn right, yeah. So the Boys spin-off is going to be with Soldier Boy. It's also going to have, what was the lady's name again? The woman that was like the Nazi.
Oh God,
remember her?
Uber. I know who you're talking about, and then she got messed up in the end.
Yeah, she got messed up big time. So it's going to have all those characters basically. So it's going to be obviously from back in the, I think it might be before the 40s or somewhere around there. And yeah, it's basically gonna, it's actually going to have the original scene of that massive orgasmatron, whatever they call it.
Shit!
Yeah. So yeah,
it's gonna
be crazy, and this obviously is gonna carry on the whole Boys franchise because the Boys is coming to an end. But I think people still want a bit of that.
Yeah.
And they don't want it in the Boys. They want it to be something to the side of the Boys. So Stormfront is her name. So Stormfront's going to also be part of it. And she's going to obviously a really crazy character, really powerful. Other characters that maybe we didn't see other characters that we didn't maybe see as much of, we're going to see in this spin-off as well. So yeah, I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but obviously they're going to be filming that soon.
Yeah, interesting. All right, we'll keep an eye on that one. Now let's speak about this. Now, interesting that you put this next piece of news on there because Jurassic World, the latest one, was on our TV screens. The kids were watching it, and there's a scene in the movie which I wanted to throw something. I wanted to throw something at the TV. There's a bit about you'll know this bit. There's a bit where the T-Rex is sleeping. Right? Do you remember this bit? And then she's there, and then the family's going, "Go, run, run, run," and she's just standing there. She just, and you know what? I was just like, oh my God, how did she not get eaten or they not get eaten? And how did this scene exist in reality?
Because it's Hollywood, baby.
It's Hollywood.
That's right. It's just...
Anyway,
I don't know.
The point is that these Jurassic movies, they make a lot of money. And Deval, tell us what's coming next.
Yeah, so what's coming next is going to be the 5th of the Jurassic World movies, and that one's going to be called Jurassic World Liberation. Liberation, think of it as freedom to expand, and we could be looking at those dinosaurs, because remember the last film that we saw, those dinosaurs were sort of kept in the
equator,
equatorial kind of environment because of the, I guess, increased oxygen, the warmth and stuff like that. And maybe liberation means they might have to, branch out. So they might come into cities, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. But yeah, it's going to make money. I'm going to watch it. Many people are going to watch it. The trailer's going to go crazy when eventually it is made. And it's another moneymaker for them, basically.
Oh, 100%. They're not going to let that cash cow die away. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that one. And when we've got more news, we'll report about it. Now, finally, on our film news. Let's speak about this. Two classic movies, Predator. Deval and I, we kind of speak. The movie comes up, whenever we're talking or something, or we'll be like, "Hey, remember that bit?" And Conan the Barbarian, again, another classic movie from the 80s, starring Arnold. And so, what's he been saying? Because we haven't seen much. I'm just trying to think. Have I seen much of Arnie lately? I haven't seen a Arnie movie of it. No. What's going on? Is he coming back to the big screens?
He is, and well, supposedly he is. During a sort of convention of some sort, Arnold Schwarzenegger was just talking, and he just let loose to say that, that the studios have come to him to propose that he is put into a Predator sequel and
Wow.
also a Conan the Barbarian sequel. So we don't know where this will be, obviously timelines and stuff like that. But we know, obviously, Predator 1987, he didn't show up again. Obviously, we
No.
saw a clip of him in the animation
Yep.
of the Predator franchise that came on Disney Plus, and we saw him. He was frozen, So who knows what could happen? But if he was to show up, obviously he's not going to be running around, jumping, shooting, and stuff
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
But he holds key information for maybe who else might be, dealing with Predator. So
Yeah.
maybe he might be like a consultant. I don't know. I'm just guessing,
Yeah,
but
no, it's true. He could be that kind of that older figure who's like,
yeah,
hey, like this, and
yeah.
and listen, he dealt with like a predator in the jungles of can't remember exactly where,
Mm,
and he's got classic lines in that movie, Devaldo, like
get to the
if you
chopper.
get to the chopper, if it bleeds, we can
Mm-hmm.
kill it. Like there's just
Yeah.
those movies, man. And Conan the Barbarian obviously is a classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting to see what happens with those franchises, and obviously we'll speak about them on the show. All right, let's do new on streaming now. This one, I just didn't even realize that this was coming out. It was just kind of new,
Mm.
popped up. I saw a couple of episodes of it. I thought I wasn't going to like it, and it's not like look. Okay, here's the thing. So the Sherlock Holmes movies, the ones with Robert Downey Jr. and what's his name?
Jude Law.
Jude Law, they're quite fun. I quite like them. Robert Downey Jr. He's really great in those movies, and I think they made a couple of those movies. And then there was this always thing people were kept on asking, "Well, Guy Ritchie, are you going to do another? Do another?" And those movies were made years ago. Robert Downey Jr. obviously, the Avengers universe and MCU, he's doing all that stuff. Probably didn't have the time. And now we've got young Sherlock. So this is kind of like him going back, how he becomes the legend of Sherlock. So it's him at university. Well, he's in a university. He's not studying at university. He's working at a university. It's got those Guy Ritchie scenes in them where there's kind of like slow-mo. There's martial arts. There's like punch-ups. There's all these little things. So what you liked about those Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr., I think you're going to like in this. And Guy Ritchie's directing, a lot of the episodes. So it's definitely got his stamp on it. And look, it's fun. They're not like, wow, go out your way to go watch it, but they're just fun. If you've got a few hours to spare, put them on. And yeah, it's interesting. They're fun little things to watch. Interestingly, Moriarty, who's the main Sherlock Holmes villain, like in the books and the movies and everything, he and Sherlock, they know each other. So this is probably as much as it is Moriarty's background story as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Why do they
Interesting.
become enemies?
Mm.
You know?
Okay.
So go check it out. It's on Amazon Prime. And the other thing that's out on streaming that Deval and I want to speak about. So I saw this. And Louis Theroux, he's a British documentarian. He's like really, really big. He's made some really, really good documentaries, kind of like hard hitting, getting to the root cause of things. I know he's done a couple of kind of quirky kind of documentaries that he's done. He just kind of gets to people, gets access to people, opens them up. Some people say he makes people look like idiots because of the
Mhm.
way that he questions people. And there was a lot of buzz around this on the internet. And I saw this. So this is Louis Theroux inside the manosphere, and he's focusing on influencers. So a kind of documentary which is really of its time, of the moment right now, about influencers, about you know the kind of toxic masculinity, how men are portraying themselves online, and about how they're selling their, I don't know, what are they selling, Deval? They're selling
They're selling courses. They're selling the dream.
courses,
They're selling the
how to make
idea.
money.
They're selling the ideology, like you just said about the man. The manosphere is it's a place online that has just got a massive movement because young men or young boys don't know
Mm.
how to be a man, and they think that these are the ideal, I guess, ideas of a man, and this is what a
Mm.
man should be like. This is the woman's place in society, and the whole sort of manosphere and red pill movement as well came from the
Yes, Red
Matrix, the
Pill.
movie.
Yeah,
And people, the
they
Matrix was
reference it.
1999. A lot of these people that are in this environment have never even
Weren't
seen the
even
Matrix. They weren't
born
born, but the Matrix still gives you that idea of okay, the red pill wakes you up. You see the reality of life, how
of
shit
what
things
life
are,
is. Yeah,
and you're here to like fight for your cause. Or the blue pill is people that just don't care. They're brain
sheep.
dead. Okay, put me back into the machine, and I'm just a dead robot for the sort of massive companies and for governments and stuff like that. So this one really goes into it. And he speaks face to face with some of these leading influences within the manosphere movement, and you get to see what they're about, why they think how they think,
The
some of the
money.
contradicting ideas that they have. Like
Mm.
one of them, he has a business that has like OnlyFans models and stuff like that, but he openly says, "Oh, they're disgusting.
They're
I'll never
disgusting.
be." Yeah, so it's just
Like, I
quite
would disown my
contradictory.
kids and things like that.
Yeah,
And like, if they
yeah,
would,
yeah.
like, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff in there which is
It's
kind of
interesting.
really interesting, and that's the culture that we live in today. That's what's
Mm,
going on out there online. If
yeah,
you go and seek it, you're going to meet these characters. So go check it out. It's on Netflix. It's only about an hour and a half, I think,
yeah.
something like that. And but it's a really interesting. So kind of get behind why we're seeing a lot of these things like adolescence, and maybe the reason why we're
Mm,
getting so, a lot of the crime that happens, maybe they're being influenced by people like this. I don't know, but this kind of gives you an indication of where they're thinking and what they're at. So go check it out. Louis Theroux, Inside the Manosphere. Let's do trailers. Now we've got some. Now this what you just spoke about there, Deval, leads into this trailer, which is kind of really interesting. Well, this is something called Our Hero, Baltazar. And I hadn't even heard of this movie. And then I saw the trailer and I just thought, again, about the, it's kind of like looking at it in a comedic way, a serious subject, but looking at it in a different way. And I didn't quite get whether or not the two guys want to do the thing that they're saying that they want to do, which is the shooting. I don't
mm.
like, or is it just the kind of them trying to get it done?
Mate, I mean,
It's a mad one.
it's a mad one, but this one, I don't want to give away too much. The trailer is very interesting. It looks like they basically are school shooters in the making. It looks
Yeah.
like they're young boys who maybe can't find themselves in society, don't know who they are. It's based in New York City. They are trying to impress. There's an online space, online stuff going on. And Balthazar, Balthazar, it says here on the internet, Balthazar is one of the three wise men from biblical tradition. In
Mm.
modern gaming, though, a modern necromancer antagonist in Baldur's Gate, the film you was talking about, is also
Oh,
called Balthazar. But I guess in biblical sort of things
there's
as
got to be
well,
meaning in there.
there's got to be a meaning. It's got to be there's something a bit more deeper in that.
Mm.
And this film looks interesting. Looks like two young people that are disturbed, conflicted, and it looks like they want to try and solve all the issues down the barrel of a gun. So it's
Interesting.
yeah, looks interesting.
It
Definitely one
looks
to watch.
interesting. Yeah, that's definitely worth watch that one. Now, this next one. Now, Devout, that saying that we have is "Be careful what you wish for."
Mm,
Couldn't apply more to this
mm,
next movie, which is called Obsession. And it starts off kind of like, this kind of, romantic movie with this guy. He's trying to get the girl and he's a bit nervous. He doesn't know how to ask her out. And there's this thing that he's got. And he just kind of off the cuff comment was, oh, I wish, falls madly in love with me. And that's where the problems start to happen, because this movie turns into full on horror, bloody horror, body horror, you name it. This is mad. This is crazy. And I wouldn't want this on anyone. Like that type of level of obsession, Devaldo. No way.
Crazy. This is a
Too much
Blumhouse
heat.
production. Blumhouse production, which means you know what kind of film you're going to get.
Mm.
And as you've just described it, people are thinking, oh, what does it mean, horror? Blah, blah, blah. When you see the kind of madness that happens in this film,
Oh,
all from the obsession, the dark, unsure corners, and just the weird reactions and actions of this relationship.
yeah.
Think of the film we saw a while ago, Together. You know,
Yes.
this is a different version, but kind of that.
Yeah.
Like somebody wants to be with you so much, and you want them, or you think you want them, and before you know it, you're in a.
Trap.
This is supernatural, psychological. This is a bit of folk. This is. This looks like a
Mm.
really good film. This
It
looks like a.
does.
This, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
much more.
Watch the trailer. Go watch the
Mm,
trailer. Go check it out. It's called Obsession. Now, this
yeah.
next one, we've already mentioned Guy Ritchie. So this is Henry Cavill reteaming with Guy Ritchie again. That they've made several movies together. So obviously there must be some sort of dynamic within that where they like working with each other. But throw into the mix Jake Gyllenhaal, and you got two of the hottest stars in Hollywood at the moment. So there's some sort of kind of there's some sort of part of some sort of team where the two of them they go in when all else fails, send in Jake
Mm,
Gyllenhaal and send in Henry Cavill, and they go in and they clean shit up. So it's
yeah.
Guy Ritchie. It's going to be an action movie. It's going to be comedy, I suspect, and blowing shit up basically.
Yeah, Arthur Gonzalez is in it as well. Rosamund
Yes.
Pike is in it as well. This looks like a decent film, like you just said.
Mm.
I mean, there's not much more to say apart from what I'm not going to add any more. But this is it going to come out on? Yeah, it's in the cinemas as well. So I think it's in the
Okay.
cinemas 15th of May. So it's coming out quite soon. I reckon it'll be a short release and then it'll go to Amazon because I think
Yeah.
they've got a deal with Amazon. I
They
think
must have,
so.
because with
Yeah,
Sherlock, that's on Amazon, so he must have
yeah,
some sort of deal going on over
exactly.
there. Go check it out. It's called In the Grey. All right, let's do anniversary corner. So we've plucked one from 15 years ago, 2011, and it's your classic, you know, take on the War of the Worlds. Alien
Mm,
invasion. In the heart of Los Angeles. What do you do if you get thrown into that mix? How do you survive it? Are you fighting? Are you running? Are you hiding? This movie's got it all. It's got action set pieces. And yeah, for me, Deval, it's kind of in that same ilk of War of the Worlds, right? Like, what
yeah,
happens if aliens decided to invade Earth? What would we do? Like, quite a quiet place,
mm,
before we had a quiet place and before we had that, we had Battle Los Angeles and, with the CGI and everything. Um, I
yeah.
think I haven't seen it's been 15 years since I last seen it, but I reckon this movie do you reckon this has aged well?
Not so much, I don't think. Not in a
Okay.
bad way, but I just think the sort of it's moved on a bit from
Mm,
this kind of film. Apart from obviously what we'll talk about in a second, but this
mm,
really comes from the I guess the perspective of the military, and
mm,
that's where this film really focuses. And imagine if there was a hyper, intelligent, species coming to take over Earth, they will do as the humans do. That's what humans do. They've gone to
yeah,
different civilizations to take over, use their advanced technology,
mm,
take over, no questions. We don't want to sit around the table. We're here to take what you got, and that's that. And that's what Earth are experiencing in this film. And it just goes to show how overwhelmed our bullets and bombs can be against a more advanced, civilization.
mm.
This one had Aaron Eckhart. It's got Neo. Neo's in this as well.
Oh wow.
Michelle Rodriguez is in this. You got
Yeah,
Michael Pena in this as well.
yeah,
You got a few stars in this, but yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
2011.
2011. And look, like you set it up brilliantly. It, moves us into kind of one of the main movies that we're going to be speaking about. This is a new Netflix movie. It's called War Machine, and it stars Reacher. What's his? You know what? I just call him Reacher. What's his name?
Alan Richardson.
Alan Richardson. Alan Richardson. Now he's had an interesting career. I remember Alan Richardson from Titans, which is the DC
Mm.
stuff. He played Hawkman on that, and even before that, he actually played Aquaman on DC's Aquaman on um,
Teen Titan. Well, no, hold on. No.
on Smallville.
Smallville. Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, yeah. He's a big guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been in the mix for a while, and he's obviously, Reacher is his thing. People love him in that, and we're going to be seeing season 4 of that pretty soon as well. But in this, he plays a Marine. He's out in. The movie starts off in Afghanistan, and it starts off as your typical kind of war movie where there's kind of like a battalion. They've stopped. They're helping out another battalion, and there's a relationship going on with him and his brother, which I thought was kind of really. They had the actor from Suicide Squad.
Oh yes, yeah. He's an Australian actor.
He's
He
an
was
Australian
actually
actor.
he was in Spartacus years ago. The
Yeah,
TV show.
and he
Yeah,
was literally in it for 5 minutes.
yeah. I know. Surprised. Yeah.
I was surprised about that. I thought, wow, he just kind of like is a little short role, and then obviously there's this kind of incident that happens, and there's tragedy. Alan Ritchson's character, he's like, he's awarded a medal. He's awarded a silver medal for an act of heroism. Fast forward a couple of years, and he is trying to get onto. He wants to be a ranger, which is the kind of the elite of the elite in the US Army. And so he's got to go through the training, the grueling 8 weeks of climbing. What do they do in there, man? They target practice. There's fighting. There's you name it, everything. And every week, Deval, every week, his cohort, people are leaving. They're like,
Yeah.
the sergeant's like, number 341, number 123, number blah, blah, blah. You did not
Step
make
forward.
it. Step forward. And it
And
was
when he
the guy.
stepped forward, I think they think they've made it, but he's like, "No, you ain't made it. Get
You're
out."
out. Get the hell out of it. And the guy who's doing that shouting, he's the one from Mission Impossible, Gabriel.
Yes. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I
Isai
like him.
Morales.
Exactly, he's great. I love him, and he played Crossbones actually in DC Titans.
Yes. Yeah.
So they know each other from there, those two. So yeah, every week. So and then finally he gets kind of obviously chosen, and then they're on this reconnaissance mission, and you think that, oh, okay, this is just like your typical war movie, and then maybe there's going to be kind of like another enemy that comes along. Well, there is an enemy. But the enemy, let's put it this way, the enemy's not earthbound.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is where, the link in with, Battle Los Angeles and War of the Worlds, this thing that's crashed land on planet Earth, where they're doing their training simulation, happens to be hostile. And they don't have any weapons, but Alan Ritchson, he's one of the team leaders. He's got his crew with him, and they've got to basically survive the onslaught. And you know what that machine reminded me of, Devat? It reminded me of Ed 209 from RoboCop.
Oh my gosh!
Put down your weapons.
It was walking in it.
Yeah, the way it was walking. It reminded me of that. Like, it's just kind of had that vibe of Ed 209, or I can't even remember if it was Ed 209.
I don't get it though. If you're that sophisticated, you must can fly, man. You must be able to fly. Like you have to walk.
In my head, that movie should have been over within like flipping 10 minutes.
It was scanning them like a flipping printer and then blowing them up. Like,
how? And you know what? I don't get. How was Reacher dodging every single missile?
Because he's Reacher and he can't die. But
Jesus,
mad, but
every single thing this alien machine kept throwing at Reacher, the guy was dodging. He kept surviving. He's got more lives than flipping my neighbor's cat. Like, I'm seriously.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
saying that though, he actually performed a lot of his own stunts, it said, including going underwater for more than 2 minutes or up to 2 minutes. So
there's a scene in there.
He's quite a tough guy. He looks like he actually did quite a lot of his own stuff to make it a bit more realistic and stuff like that. So they're trained at quite a lot as well, the whole cast. And they really, I mean, even the cast, I mean, they're all named by numbers. They haven't got any names. So when the credits roll down at the end, it's the numbers.
Because he's 81.
81, that's it. That could be his year of birth. Let me check that out.
Maybe.
But it's like they're all sort of, there are no names. That's it. Squad numbers.
Squad numbers 81.
The director, Patrick Hughes, he also directed Expendables.
Okay.
So, you know, he likes a few guns, doesn't he?
Exactly. Yeah, there was good. The one thing, obviously, that I liked was the fact that the characters on the side of him, around him, they were just getting blown to bits. I mean, like yeah,
Mm,
when the obviously the alien was shooting people, like you're talking about holes, like
mm,
in the body, guts everywhere, and then obviously there's he's got a kind of come full circle. He's got this mission, this personal mission based on that tragedy that happened at the beginning of the movie. He wants to kind of reach the finishing line, and he just wants to get his team back, over the kind of the line and everything. So, look, it's not a classic. It's not one of those movies where you're like, shit, I have to watch it. But it's an alien invasion movie. What
yeah.
would you do in that situation? If you're thrown in the deep end and you've already kind of in that army kind of zone. I mean, Deval, I mean, seriously, what would happen if the aliens did decide to just invade?
Run.
And they've got superior weaponry.
Run into Cambodia or anywhere there's no Wi-Fi,
There's no
and hope
Wi-Fi.
that they think that because we're there, we're not a threat. That's what I hope.
Mm,
And just run, run, run. That's
yeah.
it.
And interestingly, it was only when they bombed it, that's when it started to, because remember they bombed it first.
Yeah, that's true actually. But they thought it
Maybe
was some sort of pretend thing.
part
So
of
if
the
they thought it was
simulation.
part of the
Yeah.
training. Yeah. Ah, well, yeah, we ain't got a chance, and that's what we deserve. We deserve something like that because
We
humans are just
can't,
something
we
else. We
can't,
can't.
we can't, we don't know how to act and behave.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So listen, look,
that'll make us come together. I think.
oh yeah, a common enemy.
Mhm.
All right, okay. So go check it out. It's called Warm Devout. I mean, is there anything else to add to that?
No, that's it. Go check it out. Yeah, Netflix on now. So comfort of your own home.
Exactly. Go check it out. That's War Machine. Now, the other movie that we're going to be speaking about is called The Bride. And we've already had a Frankenstein movie before, but this is a different take on that. So this is looking at it obviously from the female point of view, hence why it's called The Bride. And interesting cast list. So Deval, you went out and you watched this. So take it away, set it up for us. Let us know your thoughts.
Yes, this is directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. It stars Jessie Buckley as the bride, and it also
Mm,
stars Christian Bale as Frankenstein, the monster version.
mm,
Also has Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays a bit of a small part in it, not a massive part, but he plays a part of an actor, performer, who's kind of important in some of the character development. Annette Bening is she's like a doctor who is basically, she's the one that can create people. She's a bit of a mad doctor. And yeah, she's the one that helps to sort of, yeah. Anyway, she's mad. That's all I'm going to
mm.
say.
Yeah.
But the main thing is about the bride. So it's based in 1930 Chicago, America, and the bride, Jessie Buckley's character, starts off as a normal person. She's socializing and she's out and stuff like that, and then the Mary Shelley's spirit somehow goes into her
Jeez.
because Mary Shelley's spirit, I think, has unfinished work.
Right.
She wanted to create the bride, and I think she was not able to do it for some reason. So the
Mm,
spirit goes into Jessie Buckley because she wants that bride to be.
mm,
So Jessie Buckley's character goes crazy in the bar, and then people basically, long story short, is they get rid of her,
mm,
and
mm.
then Frankenstein then comes to Annette Bening and says, I'm lonely, I long for companionship. He wants to get laid.
Yeah.
So he goes to
He
her
wants
saying,
to
I want
rub
to
one
get
out on.
laid. Exactly. I've been by myself for 100 years. Come on, give me a girlfriend. You see?
Mm.
Go back into the manosphere. He needs a girl.
Exactly. Needs a girl.
He's been on those YouTube videos. So
Swiping. Actually, imagine that.
so then Annette Bening says, okay, let's go and find someone. They find Jessie Buckley, bring her back, and she comes back as the bride. So then they're going around being husband and bride. Reluctantly, she's at first because she's got her own character. She doesn't automatically like him,
Mm.
but it's a bit of a mad one. The whole film is a bit
Sounds
of a
mad.
mad one. The film, I wanted to like it a bit more than I did. I mean,
Right.
sometimes you don't know what time you're in. Sometimes,
Mm.
and sometimes it seems a bit like the Joker
Yes.
and not part one.
Okay.
So
Oh,
the Joker 2.
the Joker too. Right.
Yeah, there's a couple of times they break out into song and dance. Like, it's
Oh,
a
so
bit
it's a bit
mad.
of a musical.
I think it's not, but they do a couple of times, which makes you think, is it? But it's not at all. No, but it's just a bit mad. But it's very fantastical. It's
Yes.
very elaborate. It's over the top. I will say Jessie Buckley. She's gangster.
Mm.
She's Irish.
She's Irish and she's having a moment. This is her
Yeah, she's
moment.
like she's good at accents. She's very dynamic. She can just do
Mm.
this, do that. But I don't really. I mean, I don't know what Christian Bale was doing there. I don't know. I mean, this. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird film. It's a bit of a weird film.
Yeah.
I didn't really. It finished, and I thought
Where did that
I,
go?
I was confused. I didn't know. I didn't really like. Do you know? I didn't like it. Let me just be honest. I didn't really like it,
Yes.
but I
Good.
wanted
Yes.
to. But I wanted
Yes.
to.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And yeah, I wouldn't rush anyone to go and see this
No,
at all.
no.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Yeah.
I didn't look.
There's
I
not
mean,
much
look.
to it. You don't learn anything from it. You learn
Mm,
they have a bit of a mad relationship. People around them obviously don't take to them because they both look mad. But at the
they
same
look
time,
weird. Yeah,
there's certain times they're just around and no one seems to bother them. Like this is Frankenstein and they both look Frankensteinish and it's
they
like
look
how is it able to
freakish.
happen? That's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah,
bit fantastical. It's a bit like, huh? So by the end of the film, it's just you don't really get anywhere and it's just a bit,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Do you reckon now she's having a bit of a moment, Jessie Buckley, and she's kind of
Mm.
obviously been nominated for an Oscar? A lot of people saying that she's going to win it. What do you reckon?
I've not seen Hamlet, which is what she's
I've not
nominated
seen it.
for, but from seeing her performance in this, and obviously people are saying she's good in that.
Mm,
She's a good actress. That's all I can say. From what I've seen,
mm.
she's just very dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about, I mean, what can you say about Christian Bale? Because obviously people will know him
Mm.
from the Batman movies and, a lot
Yeah.
of other stuff. And obviously he's, a great actor. But he hasn't really kind of captured me since Batman days.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably they took him in this for name sake, maybe. I
Mm,
don't know. Jake Gyllenhaal, Maggie Gyllenhaal, their names are on
yeah.
this.
Brother, sister. Yeah.
They know people in the industry. Oh, will he be in my film? Yes, I will. Do me a favor,
Mm,
kind of thing. I don't know, but he doesn't. He didn't need to be in it.
yeah.
No, no,
Just like he
Mm-mm.
didn't need to be in War, Thor 4.
No. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He didn't need to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the film
Interesting. All right.
didn't need to happen, to be honest. Mm.
Interesting. All right, go check it out. That's called The Bride. If you do watch it, let us know. You know what? It's great. If you have a different opinion, we'd love to share it.
Mm.
Get in touch with us on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube as well, and let us know what you think. All right, listen, we've got a hidden gem for you. This is really interesting. Great title for a movie or for anything, really. This is called Have Fun, Good Luck, Don't Die. And to me, Deval, when we saw the trailer, or when I saw the trailer, I just thought this looked like such a, great laugh. It's got, he's a great actor, Sam Rockwell. He's been in
Mm.
a lot of, good movies that I've seen. And he's kind of like this quirky hobo type. He's come from the future or he's traveled through space and time.
Mm.
And he's put together this kind of, a ragtag group of people to save the world. So what's your take on it? Let us know. Is it fun?
Yeah, this is a mad film, and I got the title a bit wrong, so forgive me. It's actually called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Mm,
The title's confusing, but this is a mad, mad film directed by Gore Verbinski, who also done A Cure for Wellness, which again is a
mm,
bit of a interesting film as well. So yeah, interesting people behind the film. Like you mentioned, Sam Rockwell, gangster character from Iron Man through Iron Man 2, I think he
two.
was in. Yeah, one of the wicked character. He was also in the Moon, yeah, or
Yeah, he
Moon.
was in the
Is that him?
moon. Or that
Yeah,
was him as well. He's done like,
yeah. So
yeah, he's done a few
crazy,
great movies.
crazy. And Michael Pena is in this as well. Juno Temple is in this as well. Zazie Beats
Mm,
is in this film as well. Asim Chowdhury,
he's a
British guy, he's
comedian,
in
isn't
this
he? Yeah.
film. Yeah, comedian. So it's got some interesting characters. So I'll just quickly say the synopsis. Basically, a man from the future arrives in a diner in Los Angeles where he must recruit the precise combination of people to join him on a one night quest to save the world from the terminal threat of a rogue AI.
Mm.
Sounds like Terminator. Do you know what I mean?
Does.
So he is a very wacky character. He looks like a homeless person. He looks crazy. He's just chatting. He sounds very, very just all over the place. Yeah.
Mm.
And that's how he is throughout the film. It seems like time travel has basically messed his mind up,
Yeah.
but he's really serious in that the world is going to end unless people help him to end this AI. So he comes to modern day. He basically recruits these people who just all random people,
Mm.
and he says some of you might die in this. Like he actually says like
Wow.
this might be your last day on Earth. But
Yeah.
all these people have their own grievances.
Their own little
So
quirks.
yeah, so he recruits them. And then he basically tells them, okay, we got to go and get this AI and stuff like that. They're running through the streets. People are trying to, like these shadowy figures are sort of chasing them. Throughout the film, it does go back in time. So we get to see the
Okay.
people he's recruited. We get to see their individual little stories, why they are, like how they got to where they got to, why they decided to join the team. So you got Michael Pena and Zazie Beetz. They're a couple. They're teachers. They teach at a school, and
Mm.
in this society, like everything's gone to shit. Teenagers don't listen. They're always on their phone. There's always school shootings happening. There's like a school shooter like alarm bell that happens, and when it happens, people are just like, "Oh,
Hey,
what is
what's
it? Is it
up?
another school shooting?" Okay, that's it. It's
Yeah.
like they're so used to crazy things happening.
Crazy shit happening. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like that's their situation. We've got another person, Juno Temple, who I think she was from a bad relationship. I believe I could be getting that
Mm.
wrong.
She's another
Memory's
British
a bit
actress.
hazy. Yeah, she's got a wicked American accent.
Mm.
And all the other people, another young person that's involved. No, she was from a bad relationship. Sorry, her boyfriend left her for this AI.
Shit.
Yeah, he got this virtual reality thing, and then he left her,
Right.
and
Oh, gee,
he wouldn't talk to her. That
that's
was it,
rough.
and he wanted her to come and leave life and join the AI
Oh,
and go into it. So basically,
yep.
technology has ruined society.
Yep.
Technology. I'm sort of breaking it down really quickly because it's a hidden
Mm.
gem. I don't want to give away
And
too much,
that's
but
and that's kind of like a little bit of a message now, right? Because people are saying about technology how it's ruining our lives right now.
this film. This is a 2 hour, 14-minute film. It is a little bit long for my liking. It could have
Mm.
shaved down 15 minutes. This film is about technology, how it's ruining our lives, especially young children. If you see how young
Mm.
children are in this film,
Mad.
it's mad. I'll spoil one little thing. Okay,
Do
so
it.
school shootings happen all the time in this film, all the time. They'll be like, "Oh, how many got killed this time? Oh, 15. Oh, was it one of yours? Oh, yeah, one of mine died. Okay." So then they have to go. Then they have to go to this place
Yeah.
where they can clone your kid and
Oh
then
shit.
download your kid's not your kid's
Memories.
personality. They can download personality traits. So you go there, on the self-serve screen. What was your kid like? Were they playful? Were they moody? Were they blah blah blah? You can choose. Oh yeah, he was moody. Oh yeah, he was this. He was that. You choose. You design your kid.
Wow.
You wait in reception. They clone your kid. Your kid comes. He's like, "Hello, daddy. Hello." Hello kind of thing, and they are similar to their kid but not the same,
But not
and
the
that's
same.
it.
Yeah.
Then they go and take their kid home, and sometimes that kid
Jeez.
would then now be in another school shooting. They'd be like, "Oh, is this your second one?" Yes, my second one.
Oh
It's like
shit.
it's societies, and it's in a really crazy but funny way. This film is
Yeah.
breaking down a lot of what's wrong with society and how we
Absolutely.
just seem to like be blind to it.
Yeah.
This
And
is a
like,
wicked
like
film.
how you can just kind of say, "Oh, I don't like that anymore. I want to go off and, cancel that now and let me go off and do this
Exactly,
and just change
exactly,
my mind and,
exactly.
I want to change it." So yeah,
Yeah,
man, it does sound like
yeah.
what's going on right now.
Yeah, trust me. I'm not giving it justice. This film is very good. It's
Wicked.
wrapped in a wacky, incoherent, kind of just like stupid looking film. But
Mm.
don't look at the exterior. Look at the message. It's
Yes.
powerful, especially if you've got kids. Watch this film. Honestly,
You know what?
Mm,
I would love to watch it, but you know what? Movies like this, they're not being
mm.
released over here, which is
You're gonna have to
crazy.
find it another way. If you know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have
No,
to find it
100%.
another
Another
way.
way.
Yeah.
So my question then is this one of those movies? Do you remember K-Pax?
This is a great hidden gem, just like that. Yeah, this is a
So,
great
do
hidden
you
gem.
remember at the end of K-Pax where the
Mm.
question is,
Yeah.
"Oh, was he from the planet K-Pax?" So my question then is,
Oh, I
does
see.
this
Okay.
does this leave it like is he really from the future, or is
Oh,
he?
you get that answer. Yeah, yeah, you get
Oh,
that
you get the
answer.
answer.
You get. I'm not
Okay,
going to say what it is, but you get an
yeah,
answer. And then
okay.
There's a few.
Telltales.
Sort of,
There's tell
not the
signs,
standard. There's a few sort of things that
clues.
surprise you as well. There's some
Oh, okay.
surprises. There's some surprises. There's some plot twists along the way.
I can't wait. I can't wait to
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah, it's definitely
Mm.
on my list. So,
Mm.
and that's the reason why it's our hidden gem for this week.
Mm.
All right, listen, look, that is the end of today's episode. We really, really hope you liked it. And remember, like, subscribe, follow us, message us, get in touch with us, be on the show with us as well if you want. On next week's show, Deval, we've got, I think it's Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, definitely. That's meant to be a good film. So looking
Yep. So
forward to that
we're going
one.
to be So we're looking forward to reviewing that one, and there's going to be other stuff out on. You know what I just saw the trailer for, and it's already here. It's already on Netflix. Is The Night Agent season 3 or season 4?
Oh, I've never seen that.
No, you know what? It's really good. It
Never
is.
seen it.
It's good. Yeah. So Night Agent as well. I'll probably watch a couple of episodes of that. And there's other stuff as well that's going to be coming out. So keep it up with the Flixters. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Peace out.